Greetings and salutations, DMs, GMs, referees, judges, game operations directors, and all other varieties of storytellers. This is your DM, Scott, and it's time for another DM Quick Tip.
We're ending the hero's journey this week on DM Quick Tips. The hero's journey is almost over, but don't worry. This is Dungeons & Dragons. This campaign may be over, but a new one is going to begin soon. We're wrapping up the hero's journey today. Resurrection is the next to the last step in the hero's journey. This is when the heroes face their last and greatest test. This is the defining moment of the campaign. This is the big battle with the bad guy, when the armies of good and evil clash right before the end credits. This is where the climax of the story takes place, so you want to make it big. It should be epic. It should be exciting. Your players should be biting their nails down to the last knuckle. Maybe some player characters die. If that's the case, let them go, but let them go in an epic fashion and give them a death speech. It's only fair. This is the final opportunity for the bad guy to triumph over the good guy, so make it count. You're going to want to bring a very real sense of mortality to this final encounter. This should not be an easy battle. Your heroes should be throwing everything they have at this bad guy. When they get knocked down, they should get back up. It's blood, sweat, and tears from this point on. The final stage in the hero's journey is the return with the elixir. This is the triumphant return of the heroes. The heroes can return to their mundane life, or can they? Whatever the journey was they embarked upon, it has changed them in a profound way. They've grown as individuals and as a team. They forged bonds that cannot be broken with their companions. They are very different in this mundane life than they once were. It may no longer be enough for them. This is the end of your campaign, but it's not necessarily the end of the characters. The campaign may be ended, and the characters, well, they may not be max level. There still may be more adventure in those characters. They may have another campaign or two in them. This is when they return home, but the call to adventure is always singing a song in the background. So how do you wrap this up? If there were character deaths, role-play the services of the character deaths. Play some sad music in the background. Give these characters a proper send-off. The team has now been split up. They've gone their separate ways. They've returned to their lives. They may not be happy in returning to these mundane lives. They may not be comfortable and how boring those lives are. If you have an idea for a new campaign, this is where you may want to set it up. It could be as simple as a knock on the door, and there you end it. This leaves the players wondering, who's at the door? Is it adventure knocking? It should be. Now that your campaign is ended and your players are satisfied, there should be some clapping about what kind of an awesome DM you are. It's time to have your final session 0. Ask your players what they liked about the campaign and what they would like to see in the next one. Ask them what their characters would be doing after this campaign has ended. Where do you see your characters? How have your characters grown? What is different about them? What is the same? These are all things that, as the DM, these are all things that have to go answered. Because after having undergone such an ordeal together, the player characters should have an idea of what the changes that their character has undergone. Congratulations. The hero's journey is now ended, and your adventure has been a success. Now, there are many ways in which you can tell a story, and this is just one way. See you next time in the dojo.